If he just Welcome, welcome to Thompson Station Middle School for middle school championship action tonight between the Grassland Lady Generals and the Brentwood Middle School Lady Vikings. I'm Michael Williams. I'm joined by our boss, everybody's boss, Darren Joins, who will be handling the color tonight and throw it to Coach. Coach, tell us what we need to know about these two squads as they get into this championship game.
Well, first off, Michael, glad to join you tonight. Your partner in crime's obviously a little bit busy coaching one of our teams tonight. We're certainly proud of him and appreciate what you're doing with all our broadcasts, and thank the folks at WCTV for providing these broadcasts to those that are out there and can't be here. It's a great matchup. It's 1 versus 2. You'd mentioned this before we came on, that you're talking about championship games. You see a lot of Brentwood versus Grassland. Grassland comes in as the number 1 seed, Brentwood number 2. They split during the season. One was in a tournament, one was regular season. Both games, Michael, were overtime.
Brianne Fisher and Anna Williams tip it up, and Brentwood Middle comes away with the first possession of the game. Quickly, a turnover. And the Lady Generals up the floor quickly with Mia Hansen. Starters for today, Ella DeYoung, Sienna Elder, Brianne Fisher, Mia Hayson, and Ella Ryan for Grassland. For Brentwood, Kelsey Lorenzi, Natalie Halstead, Macy Morrison, Paige Morris, and Anna Williams. No score yet. Early 3 launched. Off the mark, no good. And Sienna Elder comes away with the board for Grassland.
No surprise, Michael. Sometimes in these championship games, teams start off a little bit, I wouldn't call it tight, but maybe a little anxious. So I wouldn't be surprised if the shooting doesn't look so great early in the game.
Again, the long 3.
It's not for lack of trying, though, Michael.
Right. Ella Ryan off the mark on the long tray. She's double teamed over on the high side of the court, and a tie-up will send the ball back the Generals' way. Coach Joins mentioned that my partner in crime, Coach Paul Brees, is coaching the Lady Generals this afternoon. Coach Brees has been in this game 4 times in the last 5 years. And Greg Lorenzi, whose daughter Kelsey is on the floor for Brentwood Middle School. 4:30 to go here in the first. 6-minute quarters for middle schoolers. That shot off the mark by Anna Williams, collected by Brentwood. The Lady Vikings back up the floor.
Lorenzi, certainly someone that Grassland's paying a lot of attention to. She's a leading scorer for Brentwood. She leads them in rebounding. She leads them in assists. So no wonder that they're doing that.
Kelsey drove the baseline and had it knocked out of bounds right there by the Lady Generals. So the Vikings inbound under their own bucket, and quickly over to Anna Williams. And Anna Williams with the first bucket of the night puts Brentwood ahead 2-0, 3:57 to go in the first quarter.
Nice set on that inbounds play to get an easy bucket for Williams.
Anna Williams this time. Ball knocked away, looking for the foul. And no dice as Brentwood comes away with it.
Again, you see double teaming Lorenzi when she gets the ball.
Taken away this time. Ella DeYoung drives in with the left hand. Can't quite connect on the lay-in. And ball is back over to Brentwood.
Michael, a little sloppy early, but again, I think that's to be expected. I expect here, at least by the second quarter, for the teams to sort of settle in.
Change of plans here as Grassland will take over under their own bucket. Anna Williams, she'll drive with the right hand. Has that knocked away, but Grassland able to collect the offensive board.
I believe that was Brianne Fisher with that attempt, Michael. Number 40 there for Grassland.
Oh, I'll get that. You got to check me on that all the time there, Coach. Get my rosters mixed up from time to time.
Michael, I thought something interesting that Paul Brees, we talked before, he's got 3 starters back from last year's championship appearance team. So a lot of experience for Grassland.
Sienna Elder on the steal, but she steps on the out-of-bounds line. Brentwood maintains possession. That one knocked away by Fisher. And this time Brentwood will inbound under their own bucket. Long three launched by Lorenzi. Ball batted around, and who comes away with it but Grassland. All the way in for the lay-in is number 33. That's Ella DeYoung, and we have a tie game. DeYoung's first field goal of the game. And Grassland starts to apply the pressure over midcourt.
Nice job there by Grassland putting on the heat. Again, paying a lot of attention to Lorenzi, and it's no wonder.
Ball tied up at midcourt, and the alternating possession goes to the Lady Vikings. 2:36 remaining here in the first quarter. Tie game, 2-2. Ella Ward in the game for the Lady Vikings, number 1. Thought about the three. Drives back around, and that one again, Brianna Fisher. She'll knock it away and set Brentwood up over on the side court.
Coach Brees looked like he was trying to get away with something there.
I wouldn't put it past him. Brees pressuring the ball frequently with 2 players. Fortunate there to come away with a steal. And launches the three from the top of the key. I believe that was Ella DeYoung.
Ella Ryan, one of their better shooters, but it looked like to me she didn't quite have a handle.
Ella Ryan, that's right. Sorry about that.
Ella, 20.5 points a game, leading scorer for Grassland. So she's going to keep shooting, believe me.
I've never made a mistake with my rosters before in my life. Brentwood now. Anna Williams. She'll connect again. Her second field goal of the night.
Lots of perimeter shots so far, but the only points being scored inside the lane at this point.
4-2 our new score, 1:19 to go here in the first. Inside, nice interior pass this time. And again, the tie-up. We'll see that a lot in middle school basketball. You'll have a number of tie-ups.
You know, early in this game, this matchup with Fisher and Williams down there in the post, pretty good so far.
Mia Hassan gets it in. Fisher again, unable to connect. And here comes Brentwood. Again, the Lady Generals pressuring full court. Long 18-footer is off. And again, the tie-up. Ball will stay Brentwood's way. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter.
Team's starting to settle in a little bit, getting the sweat flowing. Expect some of these shots to start falling.
Steal off the pass. And the Lady Generals looking for the break. As Ella DeYoung unable to connect. But we've got a foul beneath the basket.
Nice job by Ella Ryan getting on the boards there. See if she can get a couple of free throws to go down, get her started a little bit. Again, 20.5 points a game this year, Michael. That's a ton of points.
That's a nice job for a middle schooler for sure.
And 24 minutes of play, right? Only
Absolutely.
6-minute quarters, so.
Unable to connect on the first free throw. She does on the second. Grassland able to close to within 1. Brees incorporating his 1-3-1 trap here. And comes away with the steal. Grassland defense forced a number of turnovers so far in this first quarter, but has very little to show for it offensively until number 22, that's Ella Ryan. She'll give the Lady Generals the lead, but just like that, right back at it is Anna Williams. Williams now all points for Brentwood. Izzy Hassan unable to connect on the long shot. Got a little panicky there as the clock was ticking down. But at the end of one, Brentwood comes away ahead by one, 6-5, as we head into the second quarter. Tell us what we need to know, Coach Joins.
Well, Hassan there, who took that shot at the end of the quarter, along with Ella DeYoung, Ella Ryan are the starters who are back. You're going to see everything that Grassland does with Coach Brees going to go through those three. We mentioned that matchup with Fisher and Anna Williams from Brentwood. That's a pretty interesting matchup too. And you were talking about that trapping defense, doing a good job out front. Lorenzi the last time made a nice pass down there to Williams. That's where the weakness is going to be in the back, paying attention to the pressure up front. So it'll be interesting to see if that Grassland pressure up front will keep Brentwood from seeing that opening or those openings in the back of the defense.
Well, both of these teams come in league play 9-1. Coach Brees, we talked to him before the game. Grassland has beaten Brentwood twice this year in in overtime. And I was asking Paul before the game, how many times has Brentwood and Grassland have they met, not just in basketball championships, but in championships in general, whether it be soccer or basketball or football or baseball. These two teams are big county rivals. As we get underway here in the second quarter, Grassland controls, down by one. Now Brentwood brings the pressure out. Hassan again looking for Fisher.
Nice job by Williams on the defense on the interior.
Brentwood knows about Fisher, and each time she collects the ball, they collapse on top. They collapse on her. Ella DeYoung off on the three attempt. Lady Vikings now with an opportunity to extend. No foul, and the ball is knocked out of bounds. Will stay Brentwood's way. Kelsey Lorenzi to inbound.
This defensive Grassland really giving Brentwood problems.
They'll take the three from long distance is Olivia Castagna. And Grassland coming away with the defensive board and driving in. A little out of control, Ella DeYoung, but picks up the foul, and she'll head to the line for two.
Defenses of both teams doing a good job right now, but the Grassland trap really giving Brentwood problems in the half court. Now Grassland starting to score a little bit from the free throw line, and that'll get you untracked a little bit. Get up there and take a shot from 15 feet away with no one guarding you.
Ella DeYoung connects on 1 of 2, ties the game at 6. And again, Grassland gambling on these passes and getting those hands in the passing lanes.
Hassan really doing a good job defensively for Grassland. Another deflection.
Low, again, double team, and Ella Ryan able to come away with the field goal and give Grassland the 2-point lead as timeout is called.
Brentwood already has 6 turnovers. Grassland's defense having a lot to do with that. And I'll tell you what happens too. They had a nice look in the corner, but they've been open so little that I think you're so surprised you have an open look and then you miss the open shot. So Grassland really doing a good job. Coach Brees and his team with a little half-court trap.
There you see your score, 8-6. Grassland's just taken the lead here in this championship matchup between these two crosstown middle school rivals. Again, the Lady Generals set up the 1-3-1. And again, pressure the ball. Just about come away with a steal. Got to get it across. And again, Hassan, hands in the passing lane.
Nice catch right there. Wow.
Or Sienna Elda, rather, with a steal. And again, the tie-up. Ball will go over to Brentwood.
Nice catch there in the post.
Well, ball will stay Grassland's way. Misread the arrow down there. They switched it on me. Looking inside to Fisher. That time can't quite make the lay-in.
Another deflection by Hassan. Really doing a good job defensively for Grassland. This defense is really active, Michael.
And we've got a little overly active that time as GMS called for the foul.
Right on cue. What do you call that? The announcer's
Jinx.
Jinx, that's it. Announcer's jinx. What a great job they're doing. Foul.
That usually works with free throws and field goals. Long three this time, and just in and out, and collecting the board was Lorenzi. Her first field goal ties the game again at 8. And here come the Lady Generals.
Kind of like Ryan. We'll see if that bucket gets Lorenzi going. Ryan, after that free throw early, she's got untracked here a little bit.
The three is connected. Ella Young, 33 on the three. Puts Grassland up by 3, 11-8. 3:27 to go here in the half. And again, that Grassland defense forces the wild pass.
Ella DeYoung, second leading scorer for Grassland. She's coming in 13.3 a game, and she's definitely not afraid to shoot that three, Michael.
Showed it that time as she was all net. And again, the tie-up, Brentwood coming away. And a little frustration foul by Sienna Miller. She wasn't expected the ball to be taken away from her like that. Hope you're joining us tonight on Facebook, live stream, and YouTube. Always fun to bring this game to you every year. Inside again to Williams, unable to connect on the left-handed free throw. Ball knocked out of bounds and stays Brentwood's way.
Well, that's what they've got to do, though. Nice diagonal pass. Williams just couldn't convert.
Long passes cross court. Lorenzi again off the backboard. And here come the Lady Generals looking for the break. Ella Ryan again with the three, can't connect.
Ryan's obviously got the green light. We figured that out, I think, here about 9 minutes in.
Grassland again trying to force Brentwood into those long passes. And again the steal. Can Grassland take advantage this time? And this time the hack on Hassan.
Good job there of Grassland up front. You've got Fisher, Hassan, Ryan putting the pressure on, and then DeYoung in the back doing a nice job coming up with a couple of steals. Also Sienna Elder. So defense really looking good for Coach Brees and Grassland so far.
Hassan misses the first, her second. That one will fall, and Grassland a perfect 50% from the line tonight. They're 3 for 6 so far. And again, the long passes. Williams again drives baseline. And the Generals able to come away with it.
Nice move by DeYoung.
DeYoung. Ella DeYoung. She's got 8 points on the night. And again, Grassland forces the turnover.
Grassland looks a lot more comfortable right now than Brentwood on the offensive end, getting some confidence from that defense.
Knocking down the three, it's Corinna Beard.
And she says the bank is open.
And Beard extends the lead 17-8 as Grassland has gone on a bit of a tear here in the second quarter. And again, another forced turnover.
Looks like Coach Lorenzi is going to get another timeout. I'll tell you, it's interesting about this defense, Michael. It's almost like a dog that smells fear. You can see they're extending the defense more and more, the more turnovers that Brentwood makes. So
And gaining more confidence with each turnover as well defensively.
No doubt about it. You know, and the defense has led to some offense. So now on the offensive end, they're looking a little bit more comfortable. Brentwood's going to have to attack this thing a little bit better, maybe even do something themselves defensively to try to throw Grassland off their rhythm. Right now, the Generals in control.
Well, with 1:29 here to go in the second quarter, Grassland has an 11-point quarter thus far and has held Brentwood to 3 as we tick toward halftime. 1:29 remaining.
(12-2), I believe, in this quarter, Michael, Grassland. Looks like Brentwood's doing a little half-court trapping themselves. Got the foul there, but good idea there from Coach Lorenzi to try to change this up a little bit.
So Brentwood called on the reach. And we got a whistle away. We got sorry about that. Hassan, or Hassan rather, checking back in.
Little 1-2-2 right here from Grassland. Or excuse me, Brentwood.
In the corner, number 22, Ella Ryan. Off the mark, Fisher back up. Tried to get the garbage bucket, couldn't get it to go. Now Brentwood on the run out. Ella Ward for 3. Off the front iron. Unable to capitalize on the fast break.
Ward comes off the bench for Brentwood, but she's their third leading scorer, so not surprised that she took that 3 there.
Ryan will drive. In the lane, unable to connect. 36 seconds remaining. Brentwood looking to cut into the lead, and again the turnover forced by the Lady Generals.
That's 11 turnovers now for Brentwood. For Coach Lorenzi, it probably seems like 20. This defensive Brentwood's also disrupting Grassland. Nice move there coaching-wise by Coach Lorenzi to change the defense up a little bit.
4 to shoot. Long 3, got a little panicky there, and that will do it. So at the end of 1, Grassland in a commanding lead, 17-8, as we head into the second half of this middle school championship round. Hope you can join us for the second half. Michael Williams and Darren Joins. We'll see you after halftime. Back at Thompson Station Middle School for middle school championship action tonight between the Grassland Lady Generals and the Brentwood Lady Vikings. Michael Williams alongside Darren Joins as we get ready to start second half action. Grassland with a commanding 17-8 lead as we get started in the third quarter. Coach Joins, take us through what we need to know and what you see for this second half.
Well, big second quarter there for Grassland. Really turned it up on the defensive end. But it was interesting to me at the end of the second quarter, Brentwood, little half-court trap of their own. We'll see if they can keep that up. Another steal.
So that's been the bane all night long for Brentwood, throwing the ball away, and the turnovers forced by Grassland as Ella DeYoung connects. She's got 10 points, leading all scores. Grassland extends the lead, doubling up Brentwood, 19-8. Just underway here in the third.
Another deflection there by Grassland, doing a nice job getting their hands on the ball.
Almost the steal. Brentwood takes it right back again.
That's 3 times this possession they've got a hand on the ball.
And a push, this time called as Ella Ryan. A little overly aggressive there on Anna Williams.
Another deflection and a steal.
Grassland getting those hands in the turning lane, and just like that, Ella Ryan called for the travel.
Yeah, she looked a little anxious there. She was so open, got a little excited, Ella did.
Another turnover. Grassland able to come away with it. Even with the 19-8 lead, I'm sure Coach Brees is thinking, why can't we take better advantage of these steals?
Yeah, no doubt about that.
Fisher, she'll try to drive the baseline, and she'll get hacked by Anna Williams. Fisher will go to the line for 2.
I think they said it was on the floor. Nice move there by Fisher, though. A little up and under.
Looked like she was headed to the foul line.
I thought she was, too.
Grassland inbounds under their own bucket. Lady Generals with this nice lead can look for the good shot.
Looking for the ball screen there.
Fisher from the foul line off the glass, no good. Collects her own rebound. Back up, and Grassland maintains possession. And a nice steal this time by Brentwood. Here come the Lady Vikings. Can they capitalize?
Nice defense there by Grassland.
Lady Generals this time a long 3 off the front iron by Ella DeYoung. The ball goes over.
Michael, I saw Coach Jay Johnson, athletic director and girls coach from Franklin High School. He's in the house tonight. Got to be pleased with what he's seeing.
Absolutely.
Future looks bright for Franklin girls basketball. Another steal by Ryan.
3:27 to go in the third. And dribbling into Williams. Williams rejects the shot.
Little bit of a force there by Ryan.
And finally, with 3:12 to go, Marina Mason.
Worst shot in basketball right there, Michael, standing on the three-point line. But it went down, and they needed the bucket, cut it to 9.
So the first bucket for Brentwood in the third. Hassan, she dribbles in traffic and has it taken away. Now Brentwood looking to make a run. Got double team in the corner. Paige Morris able to maintain possession as she chucks it off the Grassland player's leg.
Need a bucket here if they can cut it to 6 or 7 after this possession, because it really seems like Brentwood's down 20.
Inside to Williams. This is a
Nice move.
young lady that could do it for you. Anna Williams with a field goal, and Brentwood closes to within 7. Williams with 7 points, or with 8 points rather, on the night. Fisher has it taken away. And again, Brentwood coming up with the defensive turnovers.
Tough pass by Ryan there. She's forcing it a little bit. You can tell she's a little bit frustrated offensively. She's, like we talked about, 20.5 points a game. Having trouble getting going here in the second half. Nice play.
Inbound passes, Fisher.
They've gotten that one twice now.
Her first field goal of the night. And that allows Grassland to set up the trap again.
Hassan with another deflection. I'm not keeping up with it, but she's gotten her hands on the ball at least 10 times, if not more.
She gets her hands in the passing lane for sure. And this time, Macy Morrison will be fouled. I believe that was Fisher.
I think Ryan got her there. Ryan, she slapped down rather than slapping up. When you slap down on the ball,
you can see it every time.
Tends to be a foul.
Lorenzi to inbound for Brentwood, looking for Williams under the bucket. Fires it out to the corner.
Good rebound.
Able to connect is Paige Morris. She'll try it again, this time from distance. And Grassland will come away with the board. And the ball will go back to Brentwood on the alternating possession. We talked about that in the first half. A lot of tie-ups in middle school basketball.
Michael, it's interesting. Seems like the momentum's changed a little bit. Still a 9-point lead for Grassland, but they make a couple of these shots. That's 3 this possession.
Morris unable to connect from the 3 in the corner. And here comes Grassland.
Give Morris credit, not afraid to shoot it. She shot it 3 times from 3-point range on that possession. Good looking stroke, though.
Coach Brees calls this play from the side. And a foul called on Macy Morrison.
Give Brentwood credit. It's 17-8 towards the end of the half there. They changed defenses. Since that time, Grassland's only scored 4 points. The problem is Brentwood scored 4.
Fisher driving into the lane, gets trapped by Williams, and she'll be called for steps. Brentwood takes over. 1:19 to go here in the third.
8 turnovers now for Grassland, Brentwood with 15.
Coach Lorenzi, I'm sure, implored his team short passes in that trap. But again, Grassland comes away with the steal.
You know, the big thing they've got to look to do, and it worked that one time they had that bucket with Anna Williams, they got to throw the ball diagonally.
Macy Morrison with the takeaway. Again to the corner. Here's Morrison. Thought she might take it.
Nice passing
Ella
there
Ward,
by Brentwood.
She'll launch from the top of the key.
Couple of good looks there, Michael, but I think it's the old can't believe I'm open because Grassland's done such a good job of putting pressure on the ball.
30 seconds to go here in the third. All the way in with the right hand, and the foul is Ella Ryan.
Pretty easy to figure out why she averages over 20 points a game after that move.
Ryan driving all the way in and goes with the reverse layup with the right hand and gets the and one. Seven points on the night for Ryan. And Grassland looks to double up the Lady Vikings again if Ryan can connect on the free throw.
The other benefit of her making this free throw, if she does, they can extend that defense again after Brentwood has to take it out of bounds.
Can't come away with it, and Williams tried to get a hand on it, but wound up knocking it out of bounds. And GMS will maintain possession under their own bucket.
Didn't step up the lane on that block out there, Michael.
17 seconds to go, and I saw that coming from all the way up here as Grassland steps on the inline for the over and back. Inside to Williams this time. And, rolls out on her.
Another
Fisher
deflection.
Again. Long three, unable to connect, and there at the buzzer is Ella DeYoung. Can't quite make it. And at the end of three, our score: Grassland 23, Brentwood 12.
18 turnovers now for Brentwood, which, at the high school level, I always said if you had 15 turnovers or less in a game, you were doing okay. They've got 18, and the difference being we've only played 18 minutes. So they've got a turnover a minute, I'm sure, for Coach Lorenzi. And Brentwood, it seems like they have 35 turnovers, but they had a couple good looks there in the third quarter. Couldn't make it. What was it, 5-4 in that quarter? That's the good news. The bad news is they're still down by 11. Maybe 7-4. 7-4, I believe. Don't check my math there, Michael. Don't check it.
So the buzzer sounds for the very final quarter on this championship Thursday night. We are a week late getting this game played thanks to all of the snow last week. We were scheduled to do this time last week, but thanks to our ice storm, we had to postpone till this week.
Mark Montgomery, Ashley Schmidt, athletic directors out here in the administration, done a great job hosting this tournament. Hosted the JV tournament as well, so this is their second go-around in basketball. Spring Station hosting the 6th grade tournament.
Brentwood pretty desperate now for a turnover, and they'll get it as we head into the fourth quarter. Way downtown and knocked away is Kelsey Lorenzi. Ball will stay in the Vikings' hands. Lorenzi to inbound under her own bucket. Nicely done. Finds the open shot, and Macy Morrison with an easy kiss off the glass. Cuts the lead to 9. Again, the long three off the front iron by Mia Hassan.
Another offensive rebound, though, for Grassland. They get a team rebound there. Really hurting Brentwood. It looked like Hassan was going to step out of bounds.
Dangerous pass.
DeYoung.
DeYoung from the top of the key. She'll launch in and out. Fisher with the offensive glass. And Brentwood able to come away with the defensive rebound. 5 minutes exactly.
He wanted to call walk. I thought he was going to.
Ward drops to her knees, and Grassland looking for the fast break. Ball batted around and will stay Brentwood's way.
At this point, Brentwood down 9, under 5 minutes. Have to focus on not trying to make a 9-point play, but scoring each possession. Trying to get a look every possession. That's not going to do it.
Another turnover, and here comes Grassland. DeYoung pulls up at the foul line, and that's a big bucket with 4:25 to go.
I like her poise. I like her poise offensively.
DeYoung now with 12 points. And again, the Lady Vikings throw it away.
That's turnover number 20, Michael Williams.
Good gracious. Can't afford that. Can't afford any more, not with 4:15 to go and an 11-point deficit.
Nice play by Sienna Elder there. Says she kind of shielded the Brentwood offensive player from the ball and let it go out of bounds. She goes for that ball, it's probably going to be out of bounds on her. Little trap from Brentwood here.
DeYoung again. As Grassland trying to be as patient as they can. Finding the open person under the bucket. Fisher finds her teammate Sienna Elder. And Elder will score the bucket and one.
Nice job. We talked about that before. She made that nice diagonal pass for the layup. Elder with a good job making the cut. And Elder's not somebody we've talked about a lot. Solid player, does a good job defensively. takes advantage of her opening there, makes the layup.
Sienna Elder with her first field goal of the night, courtesy of that nice pass by Brianne Fisher.
Fisher stepped up tonight. I know she's not scored a ton of points, but she's gotten on the offensive and defensive boards, gotten her hands on the ball. Really done a nice job for Coach Brees and Grassland.
So Elder capitalizes on the three the old-fashioned way again. Hassan steps into the lane. Mia Hassan, again, her hand in the passing lane all night long, and again forces the turnover.
Nice pass
look
by.
inside.
Yes, nice.
And Sienna Elder again, and just like that, Elder within a minute has 2 field goals, having gone scoreless the entire game.
A little bit of blood in the water now. The Sharks are attacking.
Ella Ward drives to the bucket, gets fouled. When do you take a breath here as a coach in these types of games? Coach Joins?
If you're Coach Brees, you're talking?
Yeah.
Probably with about 10 seconds left and you're up 20.
Ward able to connect.
Going to take a pretty monumental effort now for Brentwood. They're going to have to score as many points in the last 3.5 minutes that they've scored the first 3.5 quarters.
So Ward connects on both from the line. And now Coach Lorenzi calls his troops on for this final flurry, 3.5 to go.
Nice job by Ryan. She's going to be tough to press in the full court.
Ella Ryan with that left-handed dribble drive all the way up, and she is hacked.
She and Hassan and DeYoung are doing a great job handling the ball for Grassland.
Looking inside for Fisher, thought she had her just for a second, but Anna Williams sticks a mitt in the passing lane. The Lady Vikings come away. 3:12 to go. Lorenzi doubled up in the corner next to her dad.
Good pass right there.
Castagna unable to connect, and here comes Grassland. Under 3 to go. Coach Brees asks his ladies to slow down.
Yeah, good luck getting them to do that.
Hassan from distance off the front iron. Williams comes away with the board. Brentwood trying to settle down here, looking, got to get something in this last 2:22.
Nice dish.
In the corner, Castagna, and Grassland able to come away with it.
Coach Brees again saying, hold up. Time is on our side here.
Nice bounce pass by Fisher. You don't see that so much in middle school basketball. Recognizing when to throw the bounce pass.
You don't see it a lot in basketball anymore, period, right?
So again, coming away with the steal. Fighting for the loose ball. Brentwood comes away with it. And Coach Lorenzi, he'll call the timeout as he recognizes he's got possession. 1:36 to go.
Big hill to climb at this point for Brentwood. Down 30-16. Again, since it was 17-8 there in the first half, they've changed it up a little bit defensively too. But to me, the story tonight, obviously the turnovers. You're looking at over 20 for Brentwood. Grassland's right at 10. So there's at least double the amount of turnovers there, Brentwood over Grassland. That's not a stat you want to be leading in, Michael, in terms of turnovers and offensive rebounding. Grassland's done a really nice job getting on the offensive boards, getting some second and third shots.
So Coach Lorenzi, you just saw on the screen right there, sends his troops back out. 1:36 to go. Grassland up by 14. Lorenzi into the corner. They need threes. 90 seconds.
Coach Brees again saying, hold up, ladies.
Play keep away for the last minute 15 here.
Nice ball handling from Grassland. Again, they've got those 3 starters back, and they're doing a lot of the ball handling for the Lady Generals.
That's 1 minute.
Michael, do you think anybody in the crowd would know Curly Neal if we talked about him from the Globetrotters?
And there.
Oh, that could be an intentional foul there with the 2-hand push. You know, that's something as a coach you want to practice. You want to practice fouling. Sometimes when you're not used to practicing fouling, you say foul, you shove someone in the back like Lorenzi did there.
So it looks like Coach Lorenzi recognizes that probably a little too far gone now. He will throw in the towel.
Well, really nice move on his part. Give these other young ladies, I know it's only going to be 52.3 seconds, but they'll remember, hey, that night that we played in the WMAA championship, we came up a little short, but I had an opportunity to get in there and play as well. So a good move there by Coach Lorenzi.
Nicely done, I agree. 52.3 to go. Coach Paul Brees will leave his 8th graders in. The young ladies that have been with him for these last 3 years, their last time in a Grassland uniform.
It looks like to me maybe he didn't know that's what was happening. It looks like he's starting to say, hey, get ready, you're going in too. So he's counting them off right now. Look for him to empty the bench here.
Ella Ryan drives with the left hand, has it swatted out of bounds.
Here they come.
And Coach calls a timeout.
Yeah, good job there by Coach Brees, calling a timeout just to make some substitutions.
So he'll call off his 8th graders, send some of his underclassmen in to get a little bit of playing time in this last 39.9 seconds. The fans recognize that. And I think probably applaud both of these coaches that, let's face it, Coach Joins, have had a tough year with the COVID, with the cancellations, etc. You know all about that.
Well, great job by these coaches, the parents, the administrators here at the school, keeping this thing together, making sure that we can play these games. I'm very proud that, you know, we live in an area, work in a district where we understand the importance of extracurriculars. I think it's been great that we've been able to play.
There's 35 seconds remaining. Ball kicked out of bounds by Brentwood Middle School, or by Grassland rather.
Now usually this time of game it's not known for a lot of passing. We'll see here.
Probably not. See if we can call out some of these young ladies' names. Caroline Peck, she'll drive the baseline. Ball picked up by Chandler Gilchrist.
Nice score there. Got Emmy Jones in the game also, number 3 there for Brentwood. You said Caroline Peck, she's in the game. For Grassland, Karina Beard, we saw her earlier. Lily Buchanan getting a little bit of time. Delaney Benhoff in the game as well.
And Chandler Gilchrist, she'll connect on her foul shot.
Annie Simpson also in the game for Grassland.
Ball batted around in the final 5 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, and that will do it. Grassland Middle School comes away with the WMAA championship game with a 30-19 victory over the Brentwood Lady Vikings.
I thought we were going to get a last shot off there by Claire Colvard. She was ready to make the pull there, but time ran out. Congratulations to both of these teams. They were the 2 best the entire year. Grassland wins 3 times. Very hotly contested games the first 2 times. Both games going to overtime. This one really was Grassland from the second quarter on, Michael.
So there again, you have your final score. Grassland takes home the county championship, a 30-19 win over the Brentwood Lady Vikings. I'm Michael Williams. Darren Joins is with me. We are back for the boys game. Stay with us. Hope you can join us on YouTube and Facebook streaming. We'll be back in just a bit. Back at Thompson Station Middle School for middle school championship action tonight between the Sunset Sabres and the Grassland Generals. Glad you can join us for this second game. We've already got one in the books. The Grassland Lady Generals defeated the Brentwood Bruins to take the WMAA championship. And again, the Generals double dipping as the boys will take on Sunset in this championship game. Michael Williams alongside Darren joins as we tip it off. And Sunset controls the action. 4 6-minute quarters, and we are underway. Coach Joins, what do we need to know as we get started?
Well, both of these teams 11-1 in league play. Grassland's only lost to Freedom. Sunset's only lost to Grassland 36-33 back on January 14th.
Jack Flynn unable to connect on the turnaround.
Nice move.
In 23, Max Kimple unable to connect, and hacked going to the line is Flynn. Starters for the Grassland boys. Number 2 is Finland Pavola. 20 is Corey Horde. 22 is Lucas Young. 23, Sam Mewborn. And number 24, Jack Flynn. For Sunset, number 10, Jaden Smitherman. Number 11, Reese Hunsaker. 23 is Max Kimple. 24, Ben Hubbard. And Jonah Osborne. Number 32 rounds out the starters. So unable to connect on the first of 2 and dropping the second one is Jack Flynn. Goes 1 for 2. And Grassland with the early 1-point lead.
Let's see if, like the girls' game, it was a little sloppy early on, excited about being in the championship game. Let's see how this game starts.
Kimple now at the top of the key, driving with the right hand. Thought about this shot. Smitherman tries to feed it inside and has it knocked away, and here come the Generals.
Nice patience, though, there by Sunset, looking for a good shot. Just turned the ball over at the end of the possession. Nice patience for Grassland here, too.
Driving and having it slapped away. And a tie-up keeps the ball Grassland's way.
There's our call we like in these games, the jump ball. But both teams, I like how they're moving the ball, getting a little sweat going, trying to find a rhythm here instead of just taking off towards the basket first opportunity they get.
Pavola now pulls up from the foul line. Ball knocks off the front of the rim, and here come the Sabres. Grassland coached by Kyle Peterson. And head coach for Sunset is Ted Quinn, as the Sabres unable to connect on the short shot.
Nice pass.
For the lay-in goes Lucas Young.
Nice pass to Lucas Young. Lucas, the leading scorer for Grassland, getting 12 points per game.
Young with his first field goal, and right back at you is Max Kimple. As Kimple able to drive the lane and puts it over 2 Grassland defenders.
2-2-1 defense here in the three-quarter court for Sunset.
Inside, and Franklin breaks it very quickly as Jack Flynn off the glass.
Nice job making that pass up the floor against that 2-2-1.
Long distance 3 off the front iron for Kimple. And we've got a push. Foul underneath the bucket.
Michael, Sunset likes to shoot the 3. In that game against Grassland back in January, they were only 3 of 25 from 3. That game only a 3-point loss, so let's see how that 3-point shooting goes tonight.
Probably hoping for better numbers tonight. Ball kicked around a little bit. Flynn comes away with it. Inside, and a dangerous pass is knocked away at the last minute as Corey Horde found himself beneath the bucket. Grassland takes it out of bounds at their own baseline.
Lucas Young doing a good job getting down the floor there for Grassland. That was 2 possessions in a row. He had a look. Scored on the last one, this one.
Flynn
nice
has
steal.
It knocked away, and here come the Sabres. And a reach foul by Pavola on Ben Hubbard, who was driving to that low block.
We're sitting here amongst the Grassland faithful. Obviously, no one thought there was a problem there, but got the call there against Lucas Young.
There you see Coach Ted Quinn. Firing from distance is Smitherman. And here come the Generals.
Nice rebound there by Mewborn.
Flynn spins at the block, has it knocked away. And the Sabres with some quick hands here in the early going. Pulling up, Reese Hunsaker. Can't quite knock it down, and here come the Generals.
Sunset early on, you can see they like that perimeter shot. Grassland going a little bit more to the basket.
Flynn setting up on that block down low, looking for it.
Nice ball movement here by Grassland, doing a good job sharing the ball.
Pavla goes in, spins baseline, and he'll be called for steps.
I'd have to see the replay on that, but I didn't see the steps there. Did you see it, Michael? What do I know?
I learned my lesson long ago not to badmouth the referees. But you being an old coach, you can't help it.
Well, let me tell you, they've got a tough job. Got to treat those guys well. Nobody's perfect, including them, but it's a tough job that's very much underappreciated.
Driving to the lane, looking to pick up the charge that you don't see a whole lot in middle school basketball. But Grassland able to come away with it. Pavla, he'll drive baseline, and he'll be fouled.
Finland Pavla doing a good job there getting to the basket for Grassland, breaking down that Sunset defense a little bit. They got a 4 across here.
That's good coaching right there. When you see a middle school player try to take a charge.
That's nice.
Inside to Flynn, and Flynn with his second field goal of the night. He's got 5 points.
Nice assist there by Lucas Young. Not only the leading scorer, but also making some assists there. Good play by Lucas.
5-point edge now by Grassland. Smitherman tries to drive the lane, knocked away.
And there's our man again, Lucas Young, now on the defensive end with a nice block.
Young able to block the jump shot. And the Sabres in a bizarre out-of-bounds position right there.
Thompson, King, Ace Anderson both check in for Grassland. King
Kimple
with the ball here.
rattles it off on the runner. 1:20 to go here in the first. Grassland with a 5-point edge.
Getting really patient on the offensive end.
Flynn unable to collect the pass, and Grassland turns it over. Hunsaker for 3, rattles around, and taken away by Grassland. Under a minute to go. These quarters go quickly in middle school basketball. Downtown is Sam Mewborn. Ball rattles around and collected by Sunset.
Sunset really likes that three-point shot. They're 0 for 4 now, 0 for 5 to start the game, but they love the three.
Smitherman unable to connect. Here comes Grassland quickly. Launched from distance again is number, help me out, Coach.
I think that was Ace Anderson there.
Ace Anderson, number 33 in the game. Cold shooting for both squads. Driving that lane, and nicely done is Ben Hubbard.
Nice move there.
For his first field goal of the game, cuts the lead to 3, and from distance again.
That was Ace Anderson again,
Ace
I believe.
Anderson one more time with a 3 and unable to connect. So at the end of 1, Grassland leads 7-4 in this championship game here at Thompson Station Middle School. Glad you can join us. Hope you can watching the game on Facebook stream or YouTube Live. Coach Darren joins everybody's boss. He joins us this game. Paul Brees, he was coaching the girls game earlier, and he is celebrating with his team as they came away with the county championship. Glad to have Coach Joins up here joining us. Coach, take us through this season. It's been quite a difficult run with COVID and getting these kids ready and cancellations, etc.
Yeah, no doubt about it. A lot of precautions, guidelines that we had to follow, and I'll say this, and I know I've said it a lot, but great job by the administrations at these schools, the coaches, the athletes, their parents. You look around here, you know, that mask wearing thing is a pretty normal thing for us now, and if you take a look at compliance and social distancing and those kind of things, we're really doing a good job in here tonight. So hats off to the communities for wanting to play. It's very important that we have those extracurricular activities. I think we all know the benefits on the mental health of these young folks by being able to play sports. So I'm really happy to work in a district where that's supported.
Second quarter action as the Sabres will take the ball at the side court. Down by 3, 7-4 our score as we get started in the second. Grassland again with a quick turnover.
Yeah, that was one of those things. I don't really know what happened. It just didn't look right. 3 turnovers for both teams so far, so obviously wanting to cut those down. But the story of this game, and I think it's going to be the story of the night, is the three-point shooting for Sunset. I always like to say they're good at math. They know 3 is greater than 2.
Inside to Flynn with a turnaround hook shot. Can't get it to drop. And here come the Sabres. Downtown driving and having it knocked away is Hubbard. And wrestling for it, no call. But finally, now we get a whistle.
Hubbard was a little out of control there, but I like how he's attacking that basket. He scored on that 2 late in the first quarter, but doing a nice job trying to break this Grassland defense down by driving to the basket. He'll obviously be looking for those kickouts for 3s too.
There you see Coach Kyle Peterson for Grassland.
Coach does a great job.
Long inbound lob into Hubbard, and he'll be fouled. He'll head to the line for 2.
Like the aggressive look of Hubbard. You know, he looked nice and aggressive there too. He caught that ball, took it up, strong to the basket.
Hubbard able to drop his first foul shot. Trying to cut the lead to 1 and is able to do so as Hubbard connects on both foul shots. 7-6 our new score. And here come the Generals. Number 21, Kellen Quinn, a little overly aggressive on the drive there. They called for the foul.
Lucas Young there with another aggressive drive to the basket. Obviously Lucas is a guy that they're looking to score, the leading scorer for the team at 12 points a game.
Long pass. Had a man in the corner, but Smitherman able to jump the pass. And Grassland called on the foul. Ball goes over to the Sabres. Down by 1, 5:13 to go here in the second.
That's a tough pass underneath the basket, throwing that deep pass. That one always made me nervous. Unless you're a lot speedier in that position or if the defense has really collapsed.
Sunset.
There's Hubbard again on the
weave
drive.
Inside to Hubbard. Off the front iron. The Generals able to come away with the defensive board.
Looked like Hubbard wanted the foul there. Pretty typical, right? Don't score, must have fouled you.
Inside on the drive, nicely done. By number 20, that's Corey Horde, his first field goal of the night. Extends the lead 9-6.
Nice job there by Corey.
Grassland extending that man-to-man defense.
Good job by Grassland getting their hands up. Those guys are looking to shoot. They're doing a nice job of getting the hands in the air. See the close out there by Flynn with his hands up.
Downtown is Luke Pizer. Tried the 3 off the back iron. And once again, here come the Generals.
Makes a difference when you got a hand in your face. Just alters that shot just a little bit.
And reaching in is Luke Madsen. He'll be called for the foul. That's something I could never do, not even in pickup ball, is rise up and put a shot up in somebody's face like I always wanted to.
Well, those that can do it, they're usually pretty special.
Inside, Knights tried the give and go, and nicely done by Hubbard as he saved the ball from going out of bounds. Sunset again on the break, but unable to connect is Madsen. Again, Sunset takes it away, and with the left hand goes Luke Pizer.
A little sloppy there, that exchange.
And the Sabres able to cut it to 1. 3:28 to go here in the second. Launching from deep, Thomas King can't connect, and here comes Sunset.
Sunset, we talked about them shooting the three, doing a lot more attacking the basket, and right on cue, they attempt
for
the
the
three.
Steal. And again, Troy just can't get that inside shot to fall.
But who's that guy there? Hubbard.
There's
He's very
Hubbard.
aggressive, very aggressive.
Already 16 fouls on Sunset. Horde looking inside. They're trying to find Flynn on that low block, but he is covered up. And again, don't be afraid to bounce pass, fellas.
It's that pass we talked about that you don't see a lot. Nice ball movement here by Grassland. Good ball screen by Flynn.
Pavla with the launch from the foul line. Both teams pretty cold here in the early going.
I like the patience of both teams, though. It's not for lack of passing the ball. They're moving the ball nicely. Some nice kickouts.
Madsen goes in with the left hand. Nicely done. And the Sabres will take the lead on Madsen's lay-in.
You know, we talked about Sunset shooting so many threes. In this quarter, they've only shot one, and they're scoring more. So they've obviously decided to attack the basket a little bit more.
Forcing the pass inside. Lucas Young unable to come away with the lay-in. The Sabres looking to extend. Reese Hunsaker unable to connect. Dribbling through traffic, and will be Thomas King called on the foul.
That may be 2 on Hubbard. He's the young man that Sunset doesn't want to lose. He's really been aggressive for their team. He's their best defender. He's averaging 7 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 3 steals per game. So he's going to get usually the toughest assignment. And you can see aggressive young man there for Sunset.
Thompson King, to the line for Grassland. Knocks down the first, ties the game at 10. .141 remaining here in the first half. And Thompson King gives his team the lead on the second foul shot.
Big free throws there. Sunset was on a 8-3 run. Nice job by Thompson King knocking those 2 free throws down. Kind of settled into what kind of game it's going to be, though, it looks like.
This one pretty much back and forth. One lead change thus far. Inside.
Nice shot fake
hand.
there. Nice
Hunsaker.
shot fake.
An ill-advised pass, wants it back. Tried to look for the break.
One thing about shooting so many threes, you're going to get some offensive rebounds, those long rebounds.
Kemple.
He's going to keep shooting it. He's their leading scorer. Kemple, 14 points a game on the season. He's averaging 23 points during this tournament.
That's not too shabby. So Grassland called on the foul. The Sabres will take it out of bounds under their own bucket.
Kemple also shooting 56% from the field and averages 6 rebounds a game. Nice young player. Nice out-of-bounds play there.
From the corner. Ball knocked out of bounds, will head back Grassland's way.
We talked about last time they were 3 of 25 from 3. Tonight, Sunset's 0 for 8. Got to give the Grassland defense a little bit of credit here too.
59 seconds on the nose remaining here in the second. Grassland maintaining that 1-point edge, 11-10. in this championship game. So we'll head to the line is Mewborn. Connects on his first.
Sam Mewborn coming in averaging 8.5 points a game. He's the second leading scorer behind Lucas Young for Grassland.
And puts Grassland up by 3. Under a minute to go here in the half. Hunsaker in trouble. Ball knocked away. Grassland comes away with it. And the and one. Sam Mewborn with the steal and the right-handed lay-in.
If that's on Hubbard, that may be his third. Yep,
It
third
is.
foul.
Good call, Coach, is Hubbard. Hacks Mewborn on the lay-in attempt.
Nice athletic play there to get that steal and take it coast to coast.
And Mewborn perfect from the line tonight, 3 for 3.
It's a good-looking stroke he's got. Form's nice. Grassland on a little bit of a run here.
The Generals extend the lead 16-10 as we take to half a minute to play here in the first half.
Kellen Quinn now in the game for Sunset.
Kemple, he'll launch from deep off the front iron. And again, like Coach was talking about, those long distance threes deal long rebounds as well. Driving down to the block and called for steps is Sam Mewborn.
Yeah,
I think he called him on the jump stop and he landed one foot to the second foot. And that's where the ref got him.
Yeah, maybe he didn't land on two at the same time. I couldn't tell there.
I think that's exactly what happened. Good crossover move and unable to connect as Kemple as the horn sounds ending the first half. So we go into quarter number 3 with Grassland up 16-10 on this WMAA championship night here at Thompson Station Middle School. Michael Williams alongside Coach Darren joins, and we are back for second half action. Join us on the other side. Back at Thompson Station Middle School for second half action between the Grassland Generals and the Sunset Sabres in this WMAA County Championship game between these two squads. Grassland starts the second half with a 16-10 lead. As Corey Horde unable to connect on the opening seconds. This time Hunsaker from deep off the front iron, and Grassland comes away with it. Inside looking again, a nice rifle pass into Luke.
I think it was Mewborn.
Into Mewborn, thank you, Coach. It extends the lead 18-10. Nice spinner.
Nice move.
Max Kemple, with his 4th points of the night, cuts the lead back to 6.
We talked about Sunset liking to shoot that 3. They're now 0 for 10 on the night.
From deep is Mewborn again, and Mewborn heats up. Mewborn with 10 points on the night. Osborne drives to the block, gets trapped. Hubbard again.
There's that shot again, standing on the line.
Right there at the 3-point line. And just like that, in the opening seconds here, Grassland extends 21-12. Driving into the lane again. Max Kemple starting to feel it. Kemple now with 6 points.
For them to win this game, he's going to have to score, and he scored 4 already this half.
Driving to the foul line, getting bottled up. Inside, nice bounce, cut, pass, and again, Sam Mewborn has come to life here early with the lay-in and the and one. It was Mewborn with the steal and the and one right before the end of the first half to extend the lead to 6. And with that one, he has the opportunity to extend the lead to 10 now. And he'll do just that. Mewborn perfect from the line tonight, 4 of 4. And just like that, the lead up to 10. 4:10 to go in the third.
Mewborn's had a heck of a game so far.
And stepping on the end line down there is
I think that
Lucas
was
Young tried to save it.
Yeah, Young doing a nice job on the defensive end for Grassland.
I didn't know the referee was going to blow that one up. Thought he may have saved it. Shot rejected. Kemple was driving baseline. Grassland up quickly, and the foul called as Lucas Young will head to the line for 2.
Pace is a little bit more hectic here in the second half.
Absolutely. Grassland, well, I thought, trying to count my free throws up and made a mistake.
I don't know what they are tonight, but I'm going to guess that Grassland's shooting 70% or better.
Young knocks down the first. Can't connect on the second.
Looked like he pulled his hand back there when he shot it. Didn't leave that follow through up.
Grassland 8 of 10 tonight from the foul line. Kemple can't connect, and Grassland comes away with a defensive glass.
There's our guy again, Mewborn, having a great game.
Taken away. Kemple again on the steal.
You can see that Kemple's been energized by scoring, and that's the way scorers are. It's just a natural thing. You start scoring a little bit, your energy goes up on the defensive end too.
Well, it's certainly done that for Max Kemple.
Grabbing his shorts there, a little bit winded. Still going to shoot the 3 though.
He'll take it from deep. Rattles out on him. Grassland comes away with it. 3:25 to go here in the third. Pass to Flynn, and Hubbard on the floor, but Flynn able to connect.
Hubbard's got to watch there. He's got 3 fouls. Could have been called for his 4th.
Jack Flynn, number 24, he's got 7 points on the night as Grassland extends the lead 27-14.
That's his average too. He's their 3rd leading scorer, averaging 7 points a game. So he's up to his average with still 9 minutes left. Sunset, kind of like the Brentwood girls, they're going to have to do something to change momentum a little bit. Got some moms up here with a, looks like a sheet with some Grassland logos on it and names. That's great to see. Great to see our cheerleaders back too. They weren't able to cheer there for some time period. Had an executive order there from the governor that said the games couldn't have cheerleaders at games. So we were very excited to get our cheer and dance teams back because they certainly add to the atmosphere, even when we don't have big crowds.
For sure. Paul and I have called a number of games this year in empty gymnasiums, and it's been a little bit different, to say the very least.
Alone with you and Paul's thoughts. How'd that go?
Well, when Paul's chasing down the Chick-fil-A guy.
Well, congratulations to Coach Breesy. You guys do a great job on these broadcasts, and back-to-back championships for the Lady Generals.
Grassland looking to run the table tonight with a win earlier in the girls' game. Can they hold on with a 27-14 lead? Looking to take this county championship. Driving with the left hand is Hunsicker, unable to connect. And in the follow, it's Kemple. Kemple with 8 points now, cuts the lead back to 11.
Nice offensive rebound there by Kemple. Really playing well right now for Sunset. Here's that ball movement we saw in the first half.
Looking inside to Lucas Young. Thought he might squeeze the trigger. Pavla, he'll drive baseline with the right-handed runner. And Pavla, believe it or not, Coach Joins, I've got him with that's his first field goal of the night.
Certainly doing a good job handling the ball. Doesn't shoot a lot, but looking to dish.
Hubbard bottled up on that block, and they'll call the timeout. That's good to see. I'd like to see that. If a kid hits the floor with the ball, we don't automatically call him up for the walk right there.
That's right. Yeah, that's one of those things. It's kind of like the over and back call that sometimes to the fans you can look one way or you think it's a certain call, but really it's not a walk there.
So you see both coaches huddled up on their respective sides of the floor. Coach Kyle Peterson looking for his championship. Coach Ted Quinn for the Sunset Sabres, looking to bring home a title.
Well, just like we talked about in the girls' game, couple coaches who are experienced doing a good job. These gentlemen do a nice job as well. Also, both have been involved in the Stars program locally, program where a lot of basketball gets played by these athletes here in Williamson County and all across Middle Tennessee.
Inside to Hubbard, rises to the occasion. Hubbard with some bounce right there, up and over two
nice
Grassland
pass by
defenders.
Smitherman. Smitherman with a nice pass, 2-2-1 again for Sunset, but Grassland again does a nice job attacking it.
Dangerous cross-court pass. Grassland lucky to come away with it. Pavla again, pulls up from the baseline, and just like that, having been held scoreless in the first half, just like that, he's got 4 points, extends the lead 31-18, 1:40 to go here in the third. Quickly again with the steal is Lucas Young. He'll drive all the way in and score the lay-in.
I believe that's the first turnover of the half for either team, so both teams doing a pretty nice job taking care of the ball. 6 turnovers on the night for Grassland, 5 for Sunset. Not bad for this level of play for sure.
Jonah Osborne gets trapped between two Grassland defenders.
And right on cue, a turnover.
So fast and furious action, 1:08 to go here in the third. Grassland maintaining the 33-18 edge.
Coach Quinn going to the bench, maybe partly because he's frustrated, but maybe he's looking for a big run here in the fourth quarter. Down 15, they've got a long road ahead of them.
Under a minute now.
Max Henderson, I believe he's seen his first action of the night.
Kemple will rise up off the front iron. Good defensive rebounding by Grassland.
Ace Anderson there on the board again for Grassland, doing a nice job in some sub minutes here. Walker Wells seeing his first action for Grassland.
Grassland putting the brakes on a little bit with 25 seconds to go. In no hurry. Up by 15.
Both of these teams, Grassland in particular, does a nice job of playing keep away when they want to. Still looking to attack the basket, obviously looking for a last-second shot here.
Nice bounce pass inside to Flynn. Well done by Walker Wells on the long bounce pass, and Flynn able to kiss it off the glass, and at the buzzer, Grassland with a 35-18 edge.
Nice pass there by Walker Wells. Again, right on cue, talking about holding for a last shot. Wells threads the needle for the layup. 35-18, it's all Grassland right now.
Grassland with a 17-point quarter.
Couple stats here of note. Sunset, which had attempted 5 threes there very early in the game, not shooting as many threes. That's something they obviously like to do. They're 0 for 10 right now. Grassland 1 for 4. Turnover-wise, Grassland only 7, Sunset only 5. So from the standpoint of turnovers, it's been a pretty clean game.
35-18 as we head into the fourth quarter. Nice to see a cheer squad back. Coach Joynes talking about it. We've had so much by way of cancellations and people not being able to show up to ball games over this year. And nice to close out the season looking for some semblance of normalcy as we end our basketball season here.
Coach Wheeler does a nice job there with the Grassland cheerleaders. Got a lot of experience from her time in Kentucky. Now she lives here in Tennessee, doing a real nice job with that Grassland cheer squad.
So the final quarter now, as we get underway, Sunset takes it out midcourt. Can they dig into this lead, down by 17? Driving into the lane is Henderson, unable to connect on the lay-in.
Nice hustle by Henderson to get back up, get down the floor to guard Flynn. Nice job of that young man.
Ward again on the floor, wrestled for, and foul away from the ball.
One of the few mistakes you've seen Young make with the ball tonight, trying to drive in there. Really, there was no place to go.
And Young, I believe, we'll call that the frustration foul as he lost the ball.
Kemple's definitely looking to shoot.
If Sunset is a good three-point shooting team, now would be the time to start. And they'll do it with Kemple as he fires one off the back iron.
Good-looking shot, though, from Kemple, though. Does a nice job keeping his elbow underneath the ball, following through there with that dominant hand. You can see how he's made a lot of threes this year.
Flynn thought about it. Again, Grassland content to play keep away at the moment with a comfortable 17-point edge. Under 5 to go now.
They've had a number of possessions where they've had 10 passes or more, and it results in a layup. Nice.
Nicely done as Pavela. Good find that time. And back down quickly is Kemple. He scores the field goal. He's got 10 tonight. And Coach Ted Quinn will call the timeout.
Nice step back there by Kemple. I don't know what he's got this half, but that's got to be double figures in the second half.
Max Kemple, I've got him with 10 points on the night.
Was it 10 total?
Yes, sir.
Definitely offensive minded. And again, his skill on that end of the floor is pretty obvious when you watch him play. Down 17 here, they're going to have to do something a little bit different. Obviously, they're going to try to push the pace. I look for them to play some more of that 2-2-1. Every time they've done that, though, Grassland's done a really, really good job of being patient and attacking the press down the floor.
I've got Sunset only going to the line twice tonight. Both Ben Hubbard knocked down a pair of free throws, so that's no points from the line to speak of, really.
Got a man-to-man press here. See if they try to trap out of it.
Long cross-court pass. I knew I was going to do that, call Grassland Franklin, but.
Close enough, right?
Missed the cutter Young right there, and reaching in is Kemple. Grassland will have it out of bounds at midcourt.
As we expected, Sunset getting a little bit more aggressive defensively. Face guarding here out of bounds.
Madsden checks back in.
Love the intensity of Hubbard out there.
Almost thrown away.
Athletic catch right there by Mewborn.
Under 4 to go, driving to the lane is number 22, that's Lucas Young.
Nice score there by Lucas Young.
And just like you talked about, Coach, Grassland's patience has paid off with these field goals. Lots of passes. Sharing the ball, paying off for Grassland. And Hubbard, an aggressive take that time.
You know, the thing that Grassland's doing, if you play against an aggressive defense, if you can get to pass 5 or 6, usually there's a layup at the end of it. The problem is sometimes you can't get to pass 5 or 6, but Grassland's doing a really, really good job of handling the pressure.
Very well coached team by Coach Kyle Peterson. Distance 3 is off the mark, and the ball will stay Sunset's way. Some of the Grassland parents don't care for the call.
We got some volunteers that would be glad to go down there and help them a little bit.
Launched is Reese Hunsicker, and Hunsicker knocks down the tray.
That's the first, not only for Hunsinger, but for Sunset tonight. They're now 1 for 12 behind the three-point arc, but you can see by the stroke of some of these players, Hunsinger, Kemple, and some others, you could see how if they could get going, they could make a bunch, and they're going to need to, down 16 with only 3:19 left. And like we talked about earlier, playing these 6-minute quarters, you blink and it's over.
That's exactly right. There you see Coach Kyle Peterson with his troops gathered around him. He's drawing up. He's got his chart down on the floor. It looks like he's drawing up a play in the sand right there.
Well, I can tell you, Coach Mark Montgomery, athletic director here at Thompson Station, I'm going to let him know after the game the speakers definitely work. No issue there.
Great new facility down here in Thompson Station. 3:19 to go here in the ball game. The Grassland Generals on top by 16, trying to take home trophy number 2 on the night.
Again, the full court press here from Sunset. Nice pass.
Going deep with a home run all the way, and unable to connect is Lucas Young on the lay-in. And here comes Sunset again. Reese Hunsinger off the back iron, and a good two-handed board there by Corey Horde. Back in with the right hand is Pavola. 8 points on the night.
Yeah, all in the second half, right?
Yes, sir.
Good job there. I love how Grassland, against the pressure, they're not afraid to look down the floor and attack.
Quickly inside is Luke Madsen. Grassland again with these dangerous diagonal passes.
If you can get that defense sucked into the middle, that diagonal does work nicely.
And again, the and one for Lucas Young.
Nice body control there by Lucas. Drew the contact. Actually looked like he welcomed the contact. Good finish. You have a stat for us on the free throws tonight for Grassland? If not, you can just make it up.
Well, let Lucas see if he can knock down this one. And he'll do it. I've got him 9 of 11 for tonight. Ben Hubbard drives in. trying to will a win for his team here.
Well over 80%, 9 for 11. Nice job by Grassland from the free throw line.
Knocked out of bounds. And again, the Grassland parents not too thrilled with the call, but Sunset takes over at midcourt. 2:11 to go.
Hey, we're not under 2 minutes, so we don't go to replay yet.
Things getting a little chippy now.
Well, everything but the final score, I think, has been determined. Sunset's hanging in here, and they continue to battle, but down 17 with only 2:07 remaining, it's going to be tough.
Hubbard, he'll find some daylight in the lane, has it knocked away, and back up again. Unable to connect is Kemple, and he'll be fouled going back up. Well, actually, check that.
Like a foul on Sunset there.
Sunset fouls Grassland.
Oh, nice ball faker to get out of that trap.
Pavla able to break the press.
Just that little slight pivot and movement there loosened up the defense. Nice job there by Fenland.
And you can see Smitherman on the reach.
Nice job by Smitherman, though. We were talking about that at the end of the girls' game. He actually went for the ball. He went through the ball.
Yep.
Obviously, he's intending to foul, but not an intentional foul.
Shows a little sportsmanship, patting his opponent on the chest right there. And again, quick foul.
Looks like they're trying to get Grassland in the bonus and make this a parade to the free throw line, but 9 for 11, that may not be a good strategy.
Lucas Young will camp out of the free throw line. He's 2 for 3 tonight.
Been real impressed with this Grassland team in terms of their poise, not only during this full court pressing, but really the entire game. Very unselfish team, too.
Young connects on the first. Well, credit Coach Kyle Peterson with that.
You know, Coach Peterson, here's the fact that you probably won't know. He played for Mike Krzyzewski at Army and also Gene Cady at Purdue.
Remember him playing for Coach Cady at Purdue.
So Cady at Purdue, Krzyzewski
at
Army. So he ought to know.
I didn't know the Krzyzewski FYI.
So Coach Peterson ought to know something, right?
I do know. I did know he played for Coach Gene Cady at Purdue University. So Grassland now, the parents can feel it.
Got Andrew Mayer now in for Grassland. Also Carter Dodson in the game. Grant Bruce also in the game for Grassland for the first time tonight. John Adair.
So both coaches empty their benches here. 1:23 to go. This one pretty well in the books now for Grassland as they hold a 19-point edge. Carter Dodson will try to extend that lead. Can't quite do it.
Well, again, give these coaches credit. Minute and a half left. Everybody's played. That's the right thing to do. This game's over. 19-point lead. Give everybody an experience to play in this championship game. And the reality of it is, it could be the last time some of these young men play.
That's very true.
At least at an organized school level. So great job by both coaches getting them in.
Long distance three again. And again, the foul as we'll head back to the line.
That was one of those, didn't look like he had practiced that foul. Had the two-hand shove, but credit the officials not calling the intentional foul. No reason to do it at this point. Andrew Mayer going to the free throw line again, getting his first action tonight for Grassland. Michael, I can only speak for myself. This has been a good time.
Well, I was going to say, it's been a pleasure having you up here with us. I'm so proud of my my partner, my longtime buddy, Coach Paul Brees, for winning the girls' championship earlier, but I'm tickled to death that you were able to jump into his spot. It's been a treat having you up here, Coach Joins.
Well, we appreciate what the guys at WCTV do through these broadcasts. Creed, Lance, Heather, Michael, the whole crew, all kinds of interns in and out there for WCTV. This is an important thing, and appreciate you guys doing it.
Absolutely. Sam Newborn, he'll connect from the top of the key. Cuts the lead to 18, 1:01 remaining in the ball game.
Max Kemple, his first three, I believe, of the night there. Sunset's hit a couple here in the fourth quarter, but game's already well in hand by the time they've done that. Hunsinger hit one earlier. And now Kemple, who's had a nice second half, not only offensively but defensively as well. Look for the home run ball here again.
Again, breaking the press. Thought about the pass. The diagonal through traffic rarely works, but sometimes it's just too tempting. Jonah Osborne, he'll head to the line, 43 seconds remaining.
Great to see these young men get in the game, get an opportunity to play. Like we talked about before, this is usually the time of the game that the passing is a little less and everybody looking to score.
Jonah Osborne rattles home the first foul shot. Can't quite connect on the second one. Grassland comes away with it. Back up the floor quickly. And driving in with a scooping lay-in as Carter Dotson can't quite finish it.
Might have got away with a double dribble there.
Maybe a double dribble, but wild and woolly here in the final 20 seconds.
Went to a wrestling match and a basketball game broke out. Or maybe I have that the opposite.
Kelly Quinn tries to knock down the tray.
Well, Grassland's going to reign supreme here at the varsity level in basketball. The girls getting that 30-16 win in game one. Up 48-31 here, so big night for the Grassland Generals.
Carter Dotson again heads to the line. 12.2 remaining.
Nice job by the official explaining what happened there. Carter stepped over the line.
Off the front iron, Sunset comes away. One more try and hacked is Jonah Osborne with 3.8 seconds remaining.
This takes me back to the bad boys of the NBA back when the Lame Beer and Rick Mahorn days. Nothing easy around the hoop here.
Absolutely. We don't do layups. Osborne connects. 2 for 3 from the line so far tonight. Gets his own board. .7 remaining, and get it in, and there goes the buzzer. So the center of the Williamson County basketball universe belongs at Grassland Middle School as the girls take the county championship and with the 48-32 victory over the Sunset Sabres. The Grassland boys will take home some hardware as well. There you see our final score. The Grassland Generals 48, the Sunset Sabres 32. What a great sports season it's been for us here at WCTV. For Paul Brees, for Coach Joins, for all the folks in the truck that keep things happening. Thank you so much for a great year, a great season. We'll see you in the fall for football. For everybody here at WCTV, have a great night. Everybody be safe. Our final score again, Grassland 48, Sunset 32.